our soldiers on the field. We're getting deep in the zone. Giving that CCC, classic Cowboys content. Angry Cowboys fan is who you with. Angry Cowboys fan. Getting that CCC, classic Cowboys content.
When you're ready.
Angry Cowboys fan is who you with. Angry
How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan. Oh, born to battle. Hey, hey. Stone chest beats we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. Hey, hey. When the sun shines bright, that's when we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
Boy, I tell you. Restream, you effing up. I'm going to keep it a buck. You effing up. What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans out in the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And welcome. We're going to talk real quick. I don't want to keep y'all on too long, but just want to talk to y'all about some things that have been going on in my mind when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, the game that we got coming up tomorrow night, 8:25 Eastern Standard Time. But I just want to talk to y'all real quick, get y'all take, get a feel of what you guys are talking about, what you guys are thinking about as well, because this channel is obviously you guys too, So I want to know y'all raw and uncut. Y'all see pinned up in the comments section is a link to come up live to give your raw and uncut. This channel wouldn't be anything without you guys. So I definitely want to get your guys' perspectives on everything we want to talk about. But with that being said, y'all know how I usually try to kick these lives off. Bring the chat up real quick. Say what's up to everybody in the chat. Dak Owens, what's going on with you? Danks 9,000, what's going on with you? Hoodie, you got to give me a second, bro. You got to give me a second. I get with you, bro. I get with you. Thanks, Angie in the building. What's going on with you, Angie? Yo, I love just popping in on your lives and everything. Y'all be talking over there. Y'all be spitting. Big Dial in the house. What's going on with you? Miss Matrix in the building. All right. We got Calvin Jefferson in the house. My brother Sid Spids in the house. What's going on with you? Hey, yeah. We gonna holler. But real quick, there is a few topics that I want to talk to you guys about. But first and foremost, got to start the whole show off with a happy belated 14th birthday to my nephew down in Texas, Keegan. Hopefully we get to see you whenever we come down in November, because we are going down to Dallas in November for that Arizona Cardinals game. Hey, if you're in the building, make sure you holler at me. You see the Angry Cowboys fan shirt, it's me. So, Keegan, happy birthday. Hopefully we see you when we come down. Much love and much respect to your little nephew. More birthdays where that came from. But, first and foremost, I got to talk about, obviously, the elephant in the room, or should we say the edge rusher in the room, and that's Micah Parsons. over the course of this week, there's been things said back and forth between Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons. And Micah Parsons kind of giving his spiel on the whole contract negotiations and things like that. And it kind of irritated me. I'll keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, now you want to come out with the juicy tidbits of the contract negotiations, Micah. Like you could have done this after you requested a trade. Gave full transparency when it comes to your side. Like it was a while before we heard anything from David Mulugeta. I think it wasn't until the fact that he actually moved off of the Dallas Cowboys where we heard from that side. And what I knew was that both of them were kind of negligent in this whole contract negotiations. If anybody should be pissed off, it should be David Mulugeta, because Micah Parsons contributed in that conversation as well. And now he's out in the media kind of acting like, the victim, and he's kind of, I felt disrespected. And, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. I ain't trying to hear all that. Cowboys Nation should have felt disrespected when you was laying on that medical bed. And to keep it a buck, I know there's some people that's going to disagree with me, some content creators and fans and everything that's going to disagree with me. But as far as he's like, Dallas loves me, Dallas loves me. Okay. I mean, don't get it twisted. I don't think you're going to get the Luka Doncic reception whenever you come back to Dallas. I don't think you're going to get that. I think you might see something different. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, the whole debacle, the whole topic of the tribute video. Oh, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys decided not to do a tribute video. So so he's like, did you take that? Did you take that as a negative that they didn't want to do a tribute video? Why are we doing a tribute video for somebody that was only here for 4 years? I mean, real talk. And then at the end of the day, requested a trade to get up out of here. It ain't like, we just couldn't, we didn't have the money. So, go try your hand somewhere else. No, you was lying on the medical bed. You wasn't, participating in the practice and everything. Like you wanted out of there. So you got up out of there. And now a tribute video? Nah. I'll keep it a buck. If we were to play the Jacksonville Jaguars at AT&T Stadium, I would rather give Jordan Lewis a tribute video than to give Micah Parsons one. I would rather give D-Law one before I gave Micah Parsons one. I mean, that's just my take on it. Real quick, I know I don't want to keep you hanging too long, Hoodie. What's going on with you, bro?
You hit the nail on the head, bro. First off, happy birthday to Keegan, your nephew. You know what I'm saying? 14 years old. Many more coming to him. Pardon me, my voice is probably a little shaky. I've been sick for the past couple of days, just coming off of this. So I ain't about shit. That's why I haven't been going live as frequently. But yeah, you hit the nail on the head, bro. Everybody talking about, like, you listen to the 3 and the 4 letter networks and some of Cowboy Nation, and you hear them talk about this whole Micah Parsons thing. Everybody's forgetting. Let me start by saying this. Terry McLaurin requested a trade, right? What's his name? Cleveland.
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett requested a trade, right? They got paid. They didn't do any dumb shit. They didn't do no dumb shit. It was just a quick letter. Hey, thank you I'm going to request a trade. Yada, yada, yada. No muss, no fuss, right? They ended up getting paid. Micah Parsons, a year ago. I'm not trying to be the $30, $40 million man. If you get pieces around me so I don't get doubled and triple teamed, that would be nice. It'd be better to have that. We can actually go make a run for this thing. 6 months later, I'm going to lay on the table. There's a lot of muss. There's a lot of fuss. Jerry came at you with a number that was higher than what Myles Garrett got, Hendrickson got. Crosby got. He came at you with 40.5. Now, for your agent to say, we'll start where you stopped, one of two things could have happened there. It's either David Mulligetta was like, we're going to start where you stopped, or Micah's like, nah, let's just start where he stopped at. What do you think is more likely? Because you went to Green Bay and got 47.
I think
47 QB numbers. You're making more than Daniel Jones right now.
I think it was more of David Mulligetta setting the floor to the negotiations. Like, all right, you want to go with my client. I know what my client is worth. I know what the market is going to dictate that he's worth, what he'll be able to get if he goes to another team. Like, listen, we're going to start negotiations right here, seeing that you want to go behind my back and do all this stuff with my client. So we'll just start negotiations at 40.
That's corny. That's corny. I understand. I am 100% on go with the next man up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on go with that. Look at the Dak Prescott contract. You had who got signed? Jared Goff got signed to 55. Jordan Love got signed to 56. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence got signed to 55 plus. It was either you give Dak 57, 58, 59, or 60. Next man up. Next man up. I get that. I 100% agree. For a quarterback. Next man up mentality. Jamar Chase got 40. We'll tell you why Jamar Chase got 40. Because Jay Jetta's got 35, 36. CD got 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get the next man. And plus the dude just won a triple crown. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no, he's not worth 40. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and say Micah's not worth 47. I'm not going to say that either. I'm not going to say that. That would be doing him a disservice. The man is good. I love Micah Parsons. Let's make this absolutely clear, everybody. I love Micah Parsons. Everything he's done. We're both from Pennsylvania, so there's like an interstate love between me and that guy. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest. What have we done with Micah Parsons?
That and therein lies the question: are you going to pay $47 million for having the same problem that you have run into when it comes to your defense?
Here's the issue. Everybody's complaining for years. Even when we got Micah, for years it was Dak can't get it done. Dak's not doing this. Dak's not doing that. It's all been on Dak. Even in the games where he played lights out. Micah Parsons sacked Tom Brady twice. Not in the playoffs. Not in that playoff game. Not in that playoff game. Let's make this clear. Not in that playoff game. Micah Parsons had nothing to do with that playoff win. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Micah didn't put us in a great position against San Francisco twice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Micah didn't put us in a great position against Green Bay.
I seen that hellacious block that Brandon Ayuk put on Micah.
You're getting blocked by a wide receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
I'm like, bro.
You're getting trashed by a wide receiver. Where are you worth? Not saying that you're not worth 47, because obviously you are, because somebody paid you. Somebody paid you 47. Okay. Now, when you go to Green Bay, you actually have pieces around you. I'll admit, Green Bay has more around Micah than Micah had here. Mm-hmm. I'll admit that. I will admit it. Green Bay has more around Micah on that defense than he had here. I'll fully admit that. But to sit here and suggest that with Micah, like if you listen to the 3 or 4 letter networks, oh man, Dallas is cooked. And that was in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? We weren't doing nothing. We were projected not to even be a playoff team in those years. And we went 12-5 off who's on? The same dude that everybody wants to say is the problem. 12-5. When Dak's on the field, we go 12. I'm not saying it's all Dak. It's the team as a whole. Because as a team in those years, We led the league, or we were like top 5 in the league in turnovers and takeaways and stuff like that. So that matters. That counts. It's not just Dak. But to sit here and suggest that just because Micah Parsons is no longer on this team, granted, we have our issues with getting home as far as sacking the quarterback or pressures on the quarterback. We got young guys. I'll admit, Dante Fowler is kind of a disappointment right now. Dante Fowler is rather a disappointment right now. Let's make this clear. He's a little bit of a disappointment. I expected better from him from the jump because he's been here, and it's not like he hasn't done it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he hasn't done it. If Kenny Clark can walk on this field game 1 and make an impact, why can't you? You know what I'm saying? But this isn't the conversation about that. This is the conversation about Micah. Micah's making his impact on a defense who has other great defenders. So I'm not expecting us to walk in and straight dominate. But I'm also not expecting them to walk in the AT&T Stadium and dominate either. This is a different year. This is a different year, bro. Like we could say what we want about the fact that Terrence Steele can't pass block, but what he can do, I think we're going to do. What he can do is what we do well now. We didn't run the ball well in past years with Micah. We run the ball well. We run the ball very well with Javonte Williams. You know what I'm saying? And we stopped the run well with Kenny Clark without a top flight pass rusher.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
we
the
do
difference.
stop the run. I will admit we do stop the run, but it was definitely at the cost of your backside. Hold on, let me
You can't have it
let me
all.
rephrase that before I have to pause it. Your front four.
I've been hearing a lot
Your
of
front
Diddy
four is
lines, man.
definitely stopping the run, but it's gashing us over the top because obviously your defensive ends, your edge rushers aren't getting home, and the quarterback has all day in the pocket to just sit there and carve up our defense. But this week,
I gotta push back on that, but continue.
But this week we have Deron Bland
continue.
and Trayvon Diggs on the field, so hopefully that will be a deterrent.
Did anybody see a difference between game 1 against Philadelphia and game 2 against the Giants? As far as our defense is
Put the
concerned,
correlation together.
Okay, so we still couldn't get home. We did not have a very good pass rush. But what we did do in the secondary was bottle up receivers. Here's what I'm getting at. Week 1, we had Trayvon Diggs, Kyer Elam, Deron Bland. Right? Week 1. We held A.J. Brown, Super Bowl champion, to 1 catch for 8 yards. We held Devontae Smith, Super Bowl champion, to 3 catches, 16 yards. We held Jahan Dotson, Super Bowl champion, as much as it hurts my feelings to say it. Jahan Dotson, Super Bowl champion, he was their leading receiver. Even though Dallas Goedert had more catches, he still was their leading receiver off of 3 catches. So with Deron Bland back in the lineup, Trayvon Diggs in the lineup, and Kyer Elam. I'm not saying Kyer Elam is a world beater. I'm hoping maybe we can see something better as opposed to week 2 where it was just Kyer Elam, Reddy Stewart, and Trayvon Diggs who gave up the world. We didn't have to rely on our safety play with those 3 guys in the lineup. So having Deron Bland back actually helps us. It actually helps us, really. It actually helps us. That's what people are missing. Oh, man, our secondary, our safety. No, hold on. We didn't have a piece. There was a piece that was missing for 2 weeks. That piece is back now. He's an all-pro receiver. First team all-pro. He's an all-pro cornerback. My apologies. He's an all-pro cornerback. First team, might I add.
Yeah.
First team. That counts for something.
And Ty Church, what's going on with you? What's going on with your family? Says all we need Clowney to destroy his matchup. Okay. Clowney came in here looking like Big Snoop Dogg. Like, like, bro. I mean, maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm old school because I looked at Tyler Guyton and I said the same thing when we drafted. I'm like, dang, boy, he's kind of thin. I expect
Yeah.
bigger guys, but that's just me dumbing out. But Clowney,
Mm.
like, bro, you need a steak, my bro, unless unless he nothing but muscle.
And see that's the thing, right? So when we're looking at edge rushers, I'm not saying that this dude is anything like Micah Parsons. I
And no
am not
disrespect to
saying that.
Clowney.
But isn't Micah Parsons an undersized defensive
Yeah.
end? So what says that Jadeveon Clowney, who is a professional defensive professional defensive lineman, I'm not even going to say he's an end. I'm not even going to say he's an edge. He's a professional defensive lineman because throughout his career he has been moved around on that defensive line. So he is a professional
Hey.
defensive lineman. Just because he's a little thin, don't mean that he can't still defend.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, and like I said, no disrespect to Clowney, but it's just like
Yeah,
like I said,
yeah,
I'm old school. I got an old school way of thinking. Like these guys
yeah.
nowadays are trim. They
It's a
cut
whole different
different.
game
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a different game. I'm watching this Penn State game, man. It was starting to get dark. It was 17-6, 17-3. It was starting to get dark. Penn State just scored. Thank
What
God.
what's the
It was
quarter?
starting to
What
get dark for a minute. Playing
okay, they got
third
time.
quarter. They're playing Oregon.
They got
Oh
time.
yeah, they got time. They're playing Oregon.
They got time. But
Oregon.
what's your feelings on the decline for the tribute video for Micah?
Why does he deserve a video? Didn't he request a trade? Well, he requested a trade. Zeke didn't request a trade. Zeke got a video because he spent the majority of his career here, and he broke
Yeah.
records here, and he was a leading rusher here. He won the rushing title here in Dallas.
Couple
You know what I'm saying? He deserved that tribute video. If DeMarcus Lawrence was the come and play us this season, I would say he
Me
deserves a
too.
video. Most of his career was spent here. He did not request a trade. His contract expired. Jordan Lewis, he deserves a tribute video because against all the odds, from what the hell was his name? The one defensive coordinator we had when he first came in.
When who
I can't
first came
remember his
in?
name. Chris Richard from Jordan Lewis. So from Chris Richard to Dan Quinn to Marinelli to he he wasn't looked at as a piece, but he beat out everybody who came before him in order to play the position that he played at a very high level and very successful at it. You know what I'm saying? He was probably touted as probably one of the best nickel corners in the NFC East. Probably in
Oh
the
yeah, he the
NFL.
highest paid, ain't he?
Probably in the NFL.
Bro deserves it.
Now, yes. You know what I'm
Jordan Lewis
saying?
deserves every
And
penny.
with that being said, yes, he deserves a video. He
Yep,
deserves a video.
absolutely.
I'm not going to be that disrespectful. I would have said Amari Cooper, but I ain't going to be that disrespectful. Amari Cooper wasn't homegrown. He wasn't homegrown. The home, but if you catch my drift, the homegrown guys are the ones who deserves that. You know what I'm saying? Micah did himself a disservice. You know what I'm saying? Here's how. Here's how. The money's good. The money's great. That's awesome. You went to Green Bay. They're looking like a really, really good team. From what the 3 and 4 letter networks say, they're the favorites to go to the Super Bowl in week 3. I don't understand that, but whatever.
Right.
It's week 3. You can go on a 5-game skid. You know what I'm saying? You can go 3-0 in the first 3 and then lose 5 straight. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're that guy, you requested a trade, number one. We had the pieces around you we did this season. We had pieces around you. Let's be honest. Dante Fowler didn't come here to be by himself. Dante Fowler came back here to play
Yeah.
with Micah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest here. Dante Fowler came back to play with
Yeah.
Micah. Dante Fowler didn't want to be here by himself. Dante Fowler didn't come here to play with Kenny Clark. He came back here to play with Micah. Micah screwed the pooch because you had the pieces around you. Imagine this. Sam Williams, Fowler. Sam Williams will probably be playing a lot better if Micah had stayed. You know what I'm saying? If Micah didn't get in his feelings, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's on both sides. It's on both sides with that. So I'm not just blaming Micah. But when it comes to, if we're going to talk about the Micah side of this, the fact that Micah alienated himself, you know what I'm saying, throughout the entire process. Oh, well, now I'm going to sit here.
See, that's what I didn't like.
I'm going to sit here and act like a baby. I'm going to sit here and act like I'm being disrespected. Bruh, what's the Hendrickson in Cincinnati? He should feel disrespected. They wasn't coming back to talk to him about nothing. He should feel disrespected. You at least had a conversation.
Right.
And you had the conversation without your agent present. Now, this is where Jerry's at fault. From how I'm seeing the way the conversation went is, yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about leadership, but then it goes into this. So you bring up a number, and Micah says, "Cool, I like that number. I'm going to get my agent involved." Jerry, you should have said, "Fine, let's draw up the paperwork. I'll get it to your agent, and we'll get it going." But no, instead, Jerry, what you did was you wanted to act like a petulant child yourself. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you acted like a petulant child caused a chain reaction, unfortunately. And that chain reaction spilled over to OTAs, spilled over to training camp, to the laying on the table situation. You know what I'm saying? So then now you felt so disrespected by this, or you wanted to be so petulant about it, that now it's like, you know what, fine, let's trade him. Let's just trade him. Let's see what we can get for him. You know what I'm saying? But if we're going to get something for him, I want what I want. Are you going to give me 2 ones? Fine. I'll take the 2 ones, and I want Kenny Clark too. Because if I'm going to give you one of the best pass rushers, I want to be able to stop.
My thing is, like, if you're the gambler, I know you didn't. Like, you tell them what you want, not what they going to give you. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels like he was like, "Oh, defensive tackle and 2 ones. All right, cool." Like, no.
He conceded.
Like, I want a third. I want 2 of your first. I want that player, and then we could talk about it.
Okay, so if you look at the reports that came out after that whole situation about the other teams that were involved, one being in the NFC East, who were actually offering those same things you're asking about now, would you be okay with sending them there after they just won a Super Bowl?
They weren't talking about Jalen Carter.
They were. No, they weren't talking about Jalen Carter, but they were willing to give up. They were willing to give up a few things. They were willing to give up a few things, bro. A few things. You know what I'm saying? But no, Clark is not. Ty Churchill 100%. Clark is not ass. He is not. In his 10 years, yeah, he is not. Kenny Clark has been a mainstay. There is no way a player can be on a team for more than 6 years and be ass. There is absolutely no way. Myles Garrett has been on the Browns for what, 6-7 years? You know what I'm saying? You know, so we know he ain't ass.
And the way like fans and even like former players that played with him, they were talking about, man, when he left, I cried. Like, that's the kind of person I want affecting this team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of our guys, the content creators. I listen to our Dallas media, the girls talk, boys talk, and all that. And I hear almost everybody saying the same thing. Oh man, Mike is coming back, and it's going to be crazy. You know what nobody's talking about? Micah requested a trade, right? Kenny Clark didn't. Kenny Clark did not request a trade. Kenny Clark would have been fine finishing his career in Green Bay. He would have been fine with it. You got rid of me. I feel unwanted. I'm going to make you pay. If you look at his play for the past couple games, he's been making teams pay. Just him. Well, him and Solomon Thomas. You know what I'm saying? On that defensive, bruh, this game ain't about Micah. This game ain't about the Cowboys. This game is not about any of that. Jerry Jones done it. It's about Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark got an axe to grind. Everybody talking about how, oh man, Micah's going to come in and y'all adding fuel to the fire saying this about Micah. And no, the one thing y'all not talking about is the dude that you just gave up. You gave up. You pretty much gave up on him. Oh, you want to give me Micah Parsons? Here, take Kenny Clark. Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. I'll give up a young player. Oh, you want to give me Micah Parsons? All right, I'll give you Van Ness and one of my other guys plus these 2 ones. But no, you gave me Kenny Clark. You gave up on your mainstay. Now they can't stop the run. You saw what Cleveland did to him.
No, I didn't even watch that game. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Neither did I. I'm going by ESPN stats. You know what I'm saying? I'm going by that from like, the ticker. And like when we go to play a team, I want to see what the team that they just played did to them. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that y'all allowed a rookie, Quinshon Judkins, 18 rushes for 91 yards, and y'all lose. And y'all supposed to be a run-stopping team.
That's what I'm hoping, and I really like the physicality that I see from Javonte Williams, and I'm just hoping that he will be able to. And I know we're asking too much on that man to put the entire game on his back to be the bell cow that we so desperately need. But damn it, in this game, we're gonna need you to tenderize the defense.
And now, if things happen the way I think they're going to happen, me personally, I would take the Tennessee Titans Derrick Henry stance. I have 3 backs who do 3 separate things. Okay, now you can say Miles Sanders is washed or whatever, but Miles is serviceable. Let's be honest. Miles has been serviceable. He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been bad. He's been serviceable. If you activate Jadon Blue, I am taking the Tennessee Titans Derrick Henry stance, but with 3 backs. So that means I got 3 backs that I can run on you for 35 to 40 times. I don't want Dak to have to drop back no more than 20 times. I don't.
And if he has to drop back, it's like a 3-step drop. Get it out quick.
Play action. Quick pass.
Get it out quick.
Quick pass game, and I'm going to brutalize you. I'm going to take the Bears stance in the 3rd quarter. Okay, what the Bears did to us last week in the 3rd quarter was asinine. 15 run plays.
It was 19. Yeah, I was about to say, how many plays in that drive? I have never seen it. 19.
I'll take it. If that's what you got to do to take the wind out of a team sail.
Oh yeah, especially if that defense is struggling, you want to keep that defense out on the field as much as possible.
Now I know that Green Bay's defense ain't struggling. We all know this. Let's be honest. Even with Micah Parsons, no, they are not struggling, but they can be got. Any team can be got. If I don't care what team you are, you can have the best run defense in the world. If someone runs the ball on you 35 to 40 times in the game, your team is going to be gassed. That means you're not getting off the field. 2023, when the Eagles imploded, one of the reasons was the defense couldn't get off the field. There's a reason for that. You run the ball. You run the ball, eat the clock. That's what you do. That's how you get it handled. So if you really want to take, and it's not like we don't know how to play Micah Parsons. We've seen how teams played us when we had Micah Parsons. Chip block, run at him, make sure he's out of the game. I see it like this. He's the ops now.
Of course.
Love Micah Parsons. I appreciate everything you've done for us. The 54 and a half sacks, all that. I appreciate it. The lack of playoff wins, I appreciate it all. I do. But you're the ops now. So now I'm going to play you like teams played
Exactly.
us. I'm going to run at you. I'm going to put you in conflict. I understand, and that's the thing. I understand that the Green Bay Packers have other pieces. They have a really good defense as a whole. As a whole, they have a really good defense, but they can still be got. There is no perfect defense in this league. There is no perfect
No.
defense in this league. So run the ball at them. Run the ball at them. You know what I'm saying? And every chance you get, I don't care if it is a play action. I don't care if he's not even close to making a play. Hit him.
Yeah, did you see a
Hit 'em.
few of those chip blocks? The one that Judkins put on them. Somebody put together a video that had several chip blocks from the running back position that kind of flattened Micah Parsons. So
Hit
don't
him.
wait for him to come at you to block him. Meet him head on.
Hit him.
Don't be scared. Hit him.
Hit him. And with
No business
hit him.
decisions.
And if he gets up
And
again,
thank you, Rich Lloyd.
and if he gets up again, hit him again. And if he gets up again, hit him again. Hit him. You want to make him feel it. You want to make him, again, everybody's thinking this is the Micah Parsons revenge game. There was no revenge to be had when you requested a trade. Kenny Clark did not request a trade.
That kind of, yeah, you put it that way. That really makes sense. Like, you wanted out of here, bro. Like, if you didn't
You
want
wanted
out,
out.
you would be a Cowboy right now, but you wanted out.
And you double down. And you double down on it with your little with your I want out note. I just don't want to be a Cowboy anymore.
All right, bro.
You wanted out. You who wanted out. We didn't want you to leave. Cowboys Nation, through all the deficiencies that we had in our run game, we still wanted you around because we understood who you were. We understood the things that you could do. You, on the other hand, wanted out because you wanted to act just like Jerry, a petulant child. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't getting your way when you wanted it. I'm sorry, it don't work that way. Not everybody gets what they want when they want. Did Dak Prescott get what he wanted when he wanted it? I'm pretty sure he would have. I'm pretty sure Dak would have been happy as hell that if in March of 2024 they say, "Yo, Dak, here we're gonna pay you now, so that way we can get other dudes. So that way we can get other dudes signed. Hey, CD, it's March. I know it's early, but we're gonna pay you now. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to sit out, and you can and you can be here for training camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody and Dak said it. Dak said it, bro. It's nothing that I haven't seen before.
Right.
They do it to everybody. So there should be no reason why. Like Micah, just stay the course. That's what he said. Micah, you're doing the right thing. Stay the course. It's not like you haven't seen this before. You have. You know what I'm saying? We have as Cowboys Nation.
Over and over.
As content creators. Over and over again. Doesn't matter who it is. The only ones who weren't played around with, Trayvon Diggs wasn't played around with. They paid him silently.
Trayvon Diggs was also like, come here, I need that money. Let me get that money now.
but now, if in 2020 they said he wanted to do it in 2023 or 2024. I think Michael wanted to get signed in 2024, and the issue was they wanted to pay Dak and CD. Fair. You're gonna have to wait. Fair. No problem. But let the 3 and 4 letter networks tell you that, oh, he's a generational talent. You pay him as soon as possible. You're not in the front office. Everybody swears they're a capologist. I am not a capologist. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know anything about that shit. But what I will tell you is, if they really want you, they're going to pay you.
I mean, the same people.
If they really want
the
you,
same people that be telling, people. The same people that be telling people to hold out is the same people that be in contract negotiations. Yes, sir. No, yeah, sure. Nah.
Exactly.
Says,
oh man, you should hold out.
The people saying that the script is in for the Packers, and Angie actually said it a couple of comments earlier. Said the Packers are the new darlings for the media. Like, I put up that post.
Everybody's a
post on X.
Anybody who plays the Cowboys
and the way the Super Bowl emblem look, and if you go by that whole Super Bowl logo conspiracy, Um, the main colors in it are green and yellow and light blue. So I'm like, the Super Bowl is gonna be the LA Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. If that's
Okay,
real,
so
that's my take.
okay, so my idea about that. So we got their first round picks in 2026 and 2027. And everybody in Umudda is saying, "Oh man, well they're late round picks. So what did you do that for? Like they're late round. How do we know that they're late? If the Cleveland Browns, who don't give a shit about offense, beat you 10-13 by running the ball on you, what makes you think I'm so clear that you're going to at least go 14-3, 13-4, 12-5? I'm not sure. This is the NFL. I've seen Phillip Rivers, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Antonio Gates come out the gate swinging 8-0. As soon as they come back from their bye, they go 0-8. So don't sit here and tell me that just because they have a player that is projected for them to automatically go. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to tell me that we have a late round pick. It's going to be a late first round pick just because Micah went to Green Bay. If Micah couldn't win with us, what makes you think he's going to win with them? I promise you, it's going to be the same story. Really good in the regular season, 12 to 15 sacks. The minute you get in the playoffs,
Man, he better not go up there. Make it to the playoffs and start getting like 3-4 sacks a game. Well, I'll be sick. Like, what in the hell?
if he do, understand this. I already said it. Micah has more around him in Green Bay than he ever had in Dallas.
Yes.
Because remember, we didn't have the linebackers
when
Micah was here.
And that was the year that people wanted the Cowboys to squeak by, off luck and calls going our way. I'm like, we ain't Super Bowl built, but nobody wanted to hear it.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not falling for it. I gotta sit and watch. I gotta watch. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. They might walk into AT&T Stadium and get blown out.
I'd love that.
I
give it a bump. I would love that.
Jordan Love might throw 4 interceptions. We don't know. Javonte Williams might go for 220 tomorrow, or tomorrow for 5 touchdowns. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is a parity league. What we saw somebody do to you last week, we're going to try to emulate that. If you don't believe me, what happened with the Bears? They did exactly what New York did. Exactly. To the T. Attack the safety because they got Donovan Wilson out there. Attack the safety.
A lot of the Chicago Bears defense was out too. And, so people go into it like, oh, well, Green Bay got these people on the injury list. They're going to be out. Like, that don't mean nothing. We couldn't take advantage of Jalen Carter being out of the first game. So, like, that means nothing.
We couldn't take advantage. If we had a pass rush, we would have blown out the New York Giants. Okay? If we had a legitimate pass rush, we would have blown out the New York Giants. Guess what we didn't do?
Nope.
We didn't blow them out. We won, but we didn't blow them out. It was a dogfight. But it's the NFC East game. So, yeah, that's going to be a dogfight regardless. Even when we go play Washington, they think they're going to blow us out. It's going to be a dogfight. We saw that last year when we were decimated with injury. We beat them with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush. We almost beat him with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'll believe it when I see it.
And I was actually over on Nexum. Shout out to the homie Devin. He put up this post, got a lot of traction, man. The post was pretty much saying that if let's say if we lose to the Green Bay Packers like we lost to the Chicago Bears, the conversation about Dak Prescott needs to be had.
Dak ain't it. It's going to be Dak's fault.
And I don't necessarily disagree with him to a point. And this is where I feel where he's coming from, because I don't believe that he's coming from the whole Dak ain't it, blah 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 blah, that side. He's looking toward the future, to
Okay,
developing
I get that.
an actual person, not these little scabs that you're gonna think that you're gonna find from another team. Oh, this might be the diamond in the rough. Like, no, you go to the draft. You draft somebody within the first 3 drafts, and he is going to be your backup quarterback, and start prepping him and conditioning him, and have him in the backup role to where when the 4 years is up, we got somebody ready to go. You know,
Yeah, I I get that. I mean, all right. It's no secret. Dak is 32 years
that's
old. It's no secret. You know what I'm saying? Not very many quarterbacks have lasted
right.
10 years in the league, Josh Rosen. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these dudes don't even make it this far. So for Dak to make it this far with the same team and still be as good as he is says something. And I also agree. I agree with that premise where it's like, all right, yeah, it's getting around to the end of Dak's career. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we should think about bringing somebody in. Maybe we should,
Start taking
you
it
know,
serious.
get ready to make the transition. You know what I'm saying? I just my I don't have any problem with that. I'm gonna end that part with that. I have no problem with that when it comes to the fact that Dak is 32. He's rounding the end of his career. It may be time to make that
Right.
transition. But what I don't agree with is the fact that some of our fans, he in there, we know he in there in the chat. Some of our fans, who's been saying that for years. Oh, Dak ain't it. Dak ain't it. Dak ain't it. I mean, how many great offenses has Dak had? How many great weapons has CeeDee Lamb is out? We have a running game. You can only play to the offense that you're given. You can only play to the calls that you're given. Okay. I'm not expecting Dak to walk out there and throw. If Dak has to throw 50 times, it's a fucking problem.
Hold on real quick.
Let's
Hey,
be honest. If
hold
Dak
on
has
real
to
quick.
throw,
Can y'all hear us podcast go on mute? Can y'all hear us? Y'all just go ahead and put a
wow,
one in the chat if you can hear us. Just make sure. Just make sure, because I don't want y'all to not hear this
half the
goodness.
QBs. Mhm. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, and you're right, Darian. Half the QBs that was drafted with Dak ain't even in the league no more. There's only two of them. Well, three, because Carson Stench is still floating around. He's in Minnesota, but for the most part, yeah, they're not even here. In fact, no other quarterback in the league that came in 2016 is on the same team that they were drafted to. Not one, but Dak. You know what I'm saying? And that has
Mm.
to say something. That has to
Angie,
speak
you're right.
volumes. You know what I'm
AT&T
saying?
Stadium is a home game for everybody. No home field advantage.
Oh, of
It
course.
just seems like
Oh, of course.
it
You know what I'm
seems
saying?
like
I'm
since
just
that
tired of
2023
yeah,
game in the playoffs, it's like we very seldom get the home wins, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news,
Debbie Downer.
but it's it's
Dak
starting
was
to really
almost there.
feel as if the Dallas Cowboys, they are in a rebuild. They are.
Oh
They
yeah. Yeah.
have
Let's not make no bones about this. Yes, they are. If George Pickens is a win now move, then you need to make some more win now moves. That shouldn't have been the only
I
win
don't
now
even
move
know if
you
they're
made.
win now. You know, you know,
No, it's not. And
I
that's the
don't I
thing.
don't
It's not.
believe they're in win now. I believe they're in let's see how many moves we can make so we can be competitive. The win now
Yeah.
mentality, they don't have that. And I just I just see, if you're gonna be in that type of scenario and situation, I feel that the Dallas Cowboys need to be proactive to where they can tailor their offense as well as their defense to a system that anybody can just boom, be dropped into that system and it worked flawlessly. Like, I just don't think that what they're creating now, even under Brian Schottenheimer, yeah, they want to work to Dak's strengths and everything, but at the same time, they're looking past Dak. And
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
I'm not even gonna entertain that one right there. I'm not even, and that's why you're laughing. I'm not even gonna entertain that one right there, but I'm gonna just let that go. All the Dak detractors, to all the Dak detractors, this year was not supposed to be a Super Bowl year,
no.
guys. Okay, I understand that we want to win the Super Bowl. I understand that we want to be very, very competitive, and we want to do this, and this year was not supposed to be that. I've said it. Mr. G has said that. Angry has said it. This is like a 2-year thing with Shotty. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and put unwarranted expectations on a team that is in its first year with a head coach and a first year with a new defensive coordinator who seems to not understand how to play great defense, with a bunch of guys, with a bunch of young players who are not being utilized the way that they should be. I understand when you get guys. Let's take Zimmerman for example. Last year, Mike Zimmer came in. We brought in Eric Kendricks. Okay, Eric Kendricks is a Zimmer guy. Eric Kendricks understood the defense. Eric Kendricks was very, very good. Eric Kendricks was very good, not just in the Zimmer defense. He was actually good with the Chargers. He was good in other places. He was good in Minnesota. He was good with the Chargers. He was good everywhere else that he went, even with the Cowboys. Okay, Jack Sanborn is not good. Let's make this absolutely clear. I understand that Maris Leofau is a Zimmer guy, but he's a young guy. We have him for at least 3 more years. Okay, he needs to be
Yeah.
on the field. What he showed you last season in the games that he played, what he showed you in the preseason, and when he's out on the field, this year, Jack Sanborn does not need to be out there. You're doing your offense a disservice. I understand. Your offense is supposed to score, but your defense is supposed to stop people from
Yeah, I
scoring.
mean that's kind of the attitude that I have about that. It's like we ask the offense to go down and try to score on every single possession,
On every
but
single possession.
we're kind of lax on the defense. That y'all can slip through the cracks, you can have a 3 and out, but the offense better bail you out. Like that's how does that work?
How does it work?
He said Dak was laughing on the sidelines. Hey man, like
I'm not
I
even
mean,
going to entertain
I
that.
stopped
I'm not even gonna
crying on the
entertain
sidelines in middle school. Keep it a bug. I mean,
Bro,
yeah,
we're losing. If we're losing, that's not going to stop my happiness. I'm getting paid $60 million. What do I need to be mad for?
there it is.
What do I need to be mad for? We went out, we suited up, we played. They're better than us this game. Their idea, their game plan was better than ours.
That's
They did what
that
they
is
were
my
supposed to do.
question. What do you do as a team when their scheme is just better than yours? When they are outperforming you, what do you do at that point?
I mean,
You
don't
can't
concede.
concede.
Still stay competitive.
You're gonna go out
You know what
there
I'm
and you're
saying?
gonna play your game. But if that team is better on that Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, whenever you play, like they're just better.
Check it, right? I got a brother, my older brother. He got me by 2 years, and this dude, man, get on my fucking nerves, dog. We ballers, okay. My game, I mirrored my game after the great Michael Jordan. We were both in placement growing up or whatever, and we were in two different spots. We played ball against each other once while we were in placement in group homes. We played against each other once. He was in one spot, I was in another. He wiped the floor with our team. I knew he was good. So I had to step my game up. So we all come home. Years later, we all come home. I'm 16, 17. He's 17, 18. And we're balling. No matter how good I was, no matter what I did, he was just better than me. I could have hands in his grill, great defense, splash. It didn't matter what I did, dog. It didn't matter. It did not matter. Sometimes you fall into shit like that. Sometimes you walk into a game thinking that your game plan is going to be great, and sometimes their game plan is better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do? It doesn't mean your team is trash. It's just go back to the drawing board.
Mr. Kima, I believe that as well. I believe that for a number of players that have played for the Dallas Cowboys, that the Joneses have wasted their entire careers, their primes. They were great players that could have given a great organization an opportunity to actually win a championship. But with the Joneses, I feel that that's secondary to the main goal, and the main goal is promotion. So unfortunately, players like, Dak and Romo and Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, Doug Free, like all these players.
And here's the thing, it's a never-ending, filthy, dirty cycle. It's a never-ending, dirty cycle. Letting Tyron Smith go to the Jets in 2024. Letting Zach Martin, or no, I'll just say Tyron Smith. You put Guyton at a disadvantage by doing that. You put Guyton at a disadvantage.
Oh, sure.
You know this kid only played 8 games in college. This kid only played 8 games in college. Only 8. You put him at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Letting go of Eric Kendricks. You know what I'm saying? Letting Eric Kendricks walk after the 2023 season? Am I right?
24.
No, 2024 season. Okay. So allowing him to walk after that 2024 season, you honestly just put Maris Leofold at a disadvantage. You honestly just did. Kenneth Murray ain't better than Maris Leofold. Jack Sanborn ain't better than Maris Leofold. By Zimmer not playing Damone Clark in 2024, you put him at a disadvantage. You put him at a disadvantage. When we're doing this political roster moves, you're putting guys at a disadvantage. And the bad part is you're doing the same thing that
people
you're doing the same thing.
And people will sit and talk. Jerry ain't out there catching passes. How is it on Jerry? All these non-football moves that are being made in the background, like that's Jerry and Steven micromanaging the team. Like you're not gonna get that far.
Man, no, it's all on Dak. Even if the defense gives up 48 points, it's all on Dak. All right, I'm going to do that just for you, JB, the Cowboy fan. I'm going to do that just for you. Even if Javonte Williams fumbles 6 times, it's all on Dak. Dak shouldn't have handed it off. Even if George Pickens catches 19 catches for 300,000 yards, but he doesn't score, that's on Dak. Just for you.
There is an unattainable expectation
phenomenal
from a lot of people in Cowboys Nation on the quarterback and on the quarterback's responsibilities and things of that nature. Like you guys are professional athletes coming into the damn team. Like nobody should lift your level of play more than you should lift your level of play. But at the same time,
I just said it.
But at the same time, a coach as well as a quarterback can scheme their guys open even more than what their talent allows them to separate on. So it's definitely a cohesive thing for everybody to be on the same page in order to get the maximum effort from the player that you're talking about. And it's not just on the quarterback's shoulders to do that. And I believe a lot of fans get it twisted. Like the quarterback is supposed to, break open the Superman thing, and that's more of the
We've already seen that this year.
exception and not the rule. And in this day and age, the
Exactly.
teams that can beat you up, on both sides of the ball, are the ones that are getting further in the playoffs.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? When it comes to that, here's my thing about this whole Dak Prescott versus team thing, because Dak Prescott is just a dot in that circle. Okay. Like a team is an
Right.
entire circle. One player is just a dot. Okay. That one dot can't make your. So, what you're basically saying, JB, you want my quarterback to throw the ball, catch his own pass, break tackles, score touchdowns. Not only that, you want him to go on defense, sack the quarterback for a fumble, get an interception, and get more touchdowns. Not just that, you also want him to kick field goals. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're saying? I mean, because if that's what you're saying, then I don't think Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. I don't think Josh Allen's a good quarterback. I think they're just as trash as everybody else, as the guy that you say is trash. Because, I mean, they haven't won Super Bowls, but they went further in the playoffs. They didn't win Super Bowls.
I wonder what some of these people would act like if they were Buffalo Bills fans. Like, man, they
Now that's another thing. They talking about the rip off and you see the S on their chest. Josh Allen has to play Superman all the time. All the time. And he's not perfect either. But he's highly touted. That's what we're talking about, Penn State.
But so y'all not gonna address
24-17.
Dak laughing on the sidelines while we were getting our ass kicked? What do you
No.
expect him to do? Because if he was over there crying, you'd be picking on him then too, bro. Come on, like, what?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You can address it though. Address it as much. Address it to your heart's desire. Just like you said, he was faking a hamstring hanging off his bone. You address it to your heart's
What are we
desire.
addressing? I mean, he was laughing on the sidelines. I'm pretty sure that there was a number of other players laughing on the sideline. Like, it's not just a Dak thing.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when we played Washington? You remember a couple of years ago when we played Washington and we took our bench to their field, but then we saw Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen punching on each other on their sideline. Now, if we did that, would you feel better?
No, because I remember when CD and Dak and them were having their little dysfunction on the sidelines, and that was a huge issue.
So, what do you want? What is it that you want?
This, and I don't even know if it's Dak Prescott in general or if it's just the quarterback position for the Dallas Cowboys, but there is just way too much expectation on the shoulders of one man. I want all that expectation to be spread out amongst the entire team, because that's who's gonna get you to the playoffs and into the Super Bowl, is your entire team. It's not like, and I guess people get this Friday Night Lights or Remember the Titans stuff kind of embedded in their head, like Mr. Hollywood, and every single week your quarterback is supposed to go out there and just let me run the ball and I can get this touchdown. It's not like that. It's not like that. More often than not, over the season, you're gonna have different people in different positions be that key person that puts you over the hump in a tight game. It's not always gonna be your quarterback, and people expect it to be Dak Prescott or the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys every single time. But go ahead, my bad.
Got a question. No, you good. I got a question. So, playing the Giants. A couple seconds left, going into about to go in the fourth quarter when Brandon Aubrey made the 64-yard kick. If Dak doesn't complete that pass with anticipation to Jake Ferguson at the 50, you'd have been calling for his head. JB would have been calling for his head.
Aubrey in field goal range.
So he does that. Bam. We go into overtime. Now, Dak drops back. Dak takes off. If Dak Prescott gets sacked there and doesn't take off, and we lose that game, you'd be calling for his head. You'd be calling for his head. But no, Dak took off and gained 20 yards in order to make the field goal a lot easier. And then what y'all say is, oh no, Brandon Aubrey won that game for us. Well, didn't Dak have to put his leg in jeopardy by running 20 yards just to get in a better range for my automatic field goal kicker? See, it's not just one person. It's not just one person. Dak didn't even want no credit. Nah, thank you, Brandon. If it wasn't for Brandon Aubrey, we wouldn't have won that game. No. If it wasn't for the blocks to happen the way that they should have, if it wasn't for Dak being able to step up and see things the way that he should have,
from that O-line,
if it wasn't for Jake Ferguson,
of
if
the
it wasn't for
O-line
Jake,
going
you know what I'm saying?
5 quarters of smash mouth football, it was the entire damn
If
team.
it wasn't for, even though Donovan Wilson got cooked chicken, I mean, that dude got baked, fried, fricasseed, whatever you want to call it, the entire game, but he makes a play. He comes up with an interception. If it wasn't for that, we probably would have lost the game. And y'all be calling for Dak's head, even though Donovan Wilson's been getting cooked all game. And Dak answered back every time they scored. The offense answered back every time they scored. I'm not even going to say Dak, because I already asked Cowboys Nation this. Can we stop making it Dak Prescott is 11 and something against this team?
Right.
Dak Prescott is something and something against this. No.
Right.
It's the entire team. It's the entire team. It's no longer Dak Prescott is. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all want to sit here and act like, well, Dak lost us that game, even though your defense gave up 48 points to the Packers. And he had to fight back, but he threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. So I'm not even trying to hear that. I'm not even trying to hear. And still put up 32 points.
As much as your defense
versus Chicago,
as much as your defense, you want your offense to reward your defense as much as you want that. Like, you want your defense to reward your offense as well. You know what I'm saying? Stops and everything. And if your defense can't get stops, then what are we doing? I kind of want to answer Rich Lloyd. You know, he says he kind of gets JB. He's tired of the losses and he wants a change. I would like a change in ownership myself. See, that's what I feel. I want to change in ownership, but we know that's not going to happen, unfortunately. But my thing is this. Is like, how many of you guys on your cars, you know, you get your brakes, changed? How many of y'all 2 weeks into that brake change your brakes? No, you wait until you see some wear. You wait until you see some tear. I have not seen regression from Dak Prescott, and I am not going to be quick to go into switching quarterbacks out right now, and we're into a whole brand new regime. You know, wanting change immaturely. I'm not with going into quarterback purgatory quicker than we have to.
Just yet. Yeah.
Like,
just
that's
yet.
nothing. I can't accept the change if there's nothing to change to. I'd be damned this damn team goes to Joe Milton.
I want to see Quincy Carter, Alex Wright again. I want to see that again. I want to see Drew Henson, John Kitna.
What's that, JB? And JB, if something's sad on here, you can definitely leave.
I mean, like he says, versus Chicago. So did Dak Prescott fumble the ball after a 20-yard run? No. Did Dak Prescott have the ball tip off of his hands and get an interception? Now, that last interception he threw was a gotta have it. That was a gotta have it play. That was a I gotta have it play. So he made a play. Unfortunately, the defense also made a play. What did I just say? Sometimes a team scheme is better than yours. Sometimes a team scheme is better than yours. They played it well. They watched film. They understand that in the red zone that we like to run crossers.
I don't care.
They know that because we've done it for 2 years.
You got to rise above.
We run it for 2 years.
You got to rise above and get that touchdown. I don't care.
Come on.
I don't care if the scheme was better. I don't care if they got better defenders. He got to rise above. Man, Lord have mercy. Y'all expect y'all think this some people think this dude Superman.
Yeah, really.
Hey, this dude is not Superman.
Yeah,
And
really.
going into this year,
Oh, so that wasn't George Pickett's fault. That wasn't George Pickett's fault because it was a perfect ball.
oh,
It
that
was a
bounced off
perfect
his
ball.
hands,
It
bro.
was a perfect
Like that
ball.
bounced off his hands. That's why he slammed his helmet on the
Like,
sidelines. He was
perfect ball.
pissed that he missed the ball. And my thing is, I'm not gonna demonize
Perfect ball.
George Pickens for that. That stuff happens. But
I'm not
what I am
because it
what I
happens.
am
It's
good
football.
with right now is that we're going into the fourth game with these bugs. We knew going into this year, not playing in preseason, not having the actual game
Mhm.
time reps, that we're gonna have bugs that we're gonna need to get out. And then we get
We
surprised.
thought when the
We
defense
get
plays
shocked
good,
and surprised when we are seeing the bugs, especially from a year one regime, not just an offensive or defensive coordinator, a regime. And I don't care if Brian Schottenheimer was here under Mike McCarthy; he didn't really have any responsibilities because it was all Mike McCarthy's
let's
doing. So, my
pass.
thing is this:
Name one
give it
game this year
time. Hold
that the
on, Coach.
defense played
Give
good.
it time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy Johnson didn't come in here year one and win this damn organization a Super Bowl. Give it time, and everything has to click. But go
Wait
ahead,
a
man.
minute.
Go ahead.
Hey, Rich Lloyd, you said I will say this. Dak tends to try to do too much when they get behind big. That's where the picks happen. Isn't that what y'all want, though? Dak needs to do more. That's all I've been hearing from the Cowboys fans who come on, bro. Okay, I appreciate that. Fine, cool. I'll take that, JB. Thank you for not being disrespectful. You're right. We are not slurping. We're just trying to make some good sense of
And
what's going on. Now, I'll say it again. I'll say it again. Sometimes your quarterback
he
can't get
forced
you
that.
out of
He
trouble.
forced that second interception. I ain't gonna cap. He did force that second interception.
He did. He
I was
did.
like, "You
It was a
throwing to
gotta
Jalen
have a
Tolbert? Where
play.
you throwing, bro?"
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But see, if you look at it now, again, no excuses. Everybody had a hand in that loss. But if you look at it, we've ran that play a
Oh, the
lot
mesh
within the
concept.
past 2 years. Whereas crosser, it was yeah, whether it was with Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, or Jalen Tolbert. We did it in the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh game
that's what.
last year where
Yeah,
Jalen Tolbert won the game for us, right? So he went back to him on the same play. Unfortunately, they had a linebacker who just understood the play and he watched film. Sometimes, just sometimes, their scheme is better than yours. Sometimes a dude just makes a play.
yeah.
Okay? Sort of like Donovan Wilson, who got cooked all game in that New York game. Got cooked all game, but he made a play. Name me one game where the defense played stellar and Dak didn't. Because Dak played well in that Philly game. It wasn't Dak's fault we lost. Both of those balls were in
Dude,
CD's hands.
getting the bugs out, man. I'm leaning on, like I said, I'm leaning on this year being that introductory year, like getting everything on the right page. I'm honestly hoping that they give George Pickens a contract. I would say give Javonte Williams a contract. Get these guys solidified so that we can go into the immediate future with a nice core. I'm not saying you got Javonte Williams and you just give up on the run game. No, go into the draft, see what they got in the draft, see who's available in free agency next year. Continue to build on this team and give Shotty a little bit of a little bit of time to actually orchestrate a deep playoff run and everything. We're not talking playoffs this year because I just think that's super far sighted. Um,
It's only week 4.
if
It's only week 4. Like we're not even halfway through the season yet. So like the whole playoff and oh my
if we
god, he
make
just
it
threw an
if
interception.
we make it to the playoffs, I would definitely be pleasantly surprised. I would never say I don't want them to make the playoffs. No, make the playoffs. But I'm not
Mm.
expecting.
You make the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, we have exceeded the
Yes,
expectations.
yes, we've exceeded expectation.
And I'm fine with that. I am happy that we've exceeded expectations. If we don't make the play, this is what I've always said from OTAs going to now. I'm not expecting playoffs. For all the delusional ones, Y'all could expect that if you want, okay? But I am not expecting playoffs. I'm expecting you to be better than you were last year. And if that means you're one game better, you go 8-9 instead of 7-10, you were at least a game better than you were last year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm expecting. That's my expectation. You know what I'm saying? And then next year, we have to be better than we were this year. And the year after that, we got to be. That's what growth is. That's what evolution is. If you look at the ball players back in the 90s, there weren't very many high flyers. There weren't very many dudes who had bunnies out this world. But if you look at the game today, everybody can jump out the gym. Almost everybody can jump out the gym. Bigs are shooting 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? That's called evolution. That's called evolution. Sometimes you got to evolve into some shit. You know, is there changes that we need to make? Hell yeah. But is it in the spots that some of y'all want to make it in? No. It ain't in the quarterback spot because the quarterback's not the issue. I don't think the quarterback's the issue. I think the issue is you're already starting to put pieces together, you know what I'm saying, as far as your offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Booker from game 1 to game 3, he looks pretty damn good. Let's be honest. Cooper Beebe last year to this year, he looks pretty damn good. If you look at Tyler Guyton from last year to this year, he's evolved. He's gotten better. You know what I'm saying? So now you have these new pieces on the defensive line, the younger guys, the Donovan Ezerakus. He's not going to be Micah. Micah Parsons is a fucking unicorn, y'all. Like, he's not Micah Parsons. He's Donovan Ezeraku. You know what I'm saying? Not even Abdul Carter looked that good. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to temper our expectations of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And just let them evolve. Let them evolve naturally. They're learning how to play NFL football. They just came from NCAA football. This is that big leagues. This is where the big boys play. You know what I'm saying? And they got to take their lumps. And guess what? Donovan's taking his lumps. You know what I'm saying? Jack Sanborn's in a situation right now where he's got to take his lumps. Kenneth Murray, he's a 5-year vet, but he's got to take his lumps. You know what I'm saying? He's got to take everybody's got to take their lumps. I'm not going to put these high expectations on these dudes. What I will say is what I expect from my coaching staff is to put the right guys out there. Jerry, I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate the fact that you brought this team from $100 million to literally the highest grossing NFL team ever. I appreciate that. Hear me out. I feel you, but it has to be said. I appreciate you. I appreciate you with what you did for us in the past. Angry and I, and probably a few others, were fortunate to at least see 3 Super Bowls in our lifetime. Okay? I appreciate you. Get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way, bro. Because right now, your politics is what's killing this team. Your politics is what's killing this team. If you did what the Washington Commanders owner did and Magic Johnson did last year, and just, hey, I want you as my coach, I want you as my OC, you as my DC. Well, what do you do your job? Now, what do you need? What is it that you need? Okay, we'll get it in here. Just do your job. That's what I want you to do, Jerry. I'm speaking to you, Jerry Wayne Jones. Get the fuck out of the way. Okay? Your politics is what's killing this team. The fact that you're not having Ryan Flournoy play over Jalen Tolbert because you got a soft spot for the kid. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you don't have Jadon Blue in there instead of Miles Sanders because you got a soft spot for the guy. You're hoping for 2022 Miles Sanders. 2022 Miles Sanders really wasn't that good. He was a fumble body. You know what I'm saying? He was a fumble body. The fact that you're going to let Eberflus, who's having a hard time with his defense, mainly because it's some of his guys who are the big problem, especially in the linebacker room, you're letting him bring in his guys in instead of going what actually works. Shotty said from the rip, I expect violence and physicality. From what we've seen last season, who brings more violence and physicality? Unfortunately, the Marvion Overshone is still injured, but there's somebody else on this team who brings almost just as much physicality and violence. Maris Leofau, and he's not starting. James Houston, and he's not starting. I understand we have high hopes for Sam Williams, and we want to see Slam Williams again. But guess what? Slam Williams ain't here. Slam
I don't
Williams
know where
is not
Slam
here.
at.
We have Samuel. Yeah, we got Samuel Williams right now. We have Samuel. Okay, like I don't want to see Samuel. I want to see Slam. But since I can't have Slam, give me James Houston. Give me James Houston, because at least I see him doing the things needed. He gets more pressures than almost anybody. I understand you have a soft spot for Mozzie Smith. I get it. I do. But I've seen a rookie walk in here, a seventh round pick rookie walk in here and actually do more in the limited time that he's had than Mozzie has done in 3 years.
I wouldn't say that.
Sit down,
Though.
boy.
That's over exaggerating, my
Actually,
guy. That's exaggerating.
not really. Not really.
There's
Not
definitely
really.
some
If you look
tape
at those,
where
if you look at the,
Mozzie is getting the blame for a lot of stuff that his defensive line as well as his linebackers aren't really doing their job. But he does his job.
Fair.
But they don't do theirs.
Fair.
And
Fair.
he gets the blame for
because
it.
the job of a fair. The job of a one tech is
to eat up the block, eat up the middle,
team.
Be a huge space.
So I can't argue with you. I cannot argue with you there. There is film that shows that Mozzie eats up double teams. He might get moved off the ball, but he eats up double teams. So I can't argue with that assessment. I can't. For what? And you know what? It's so crazy because I find myself falling in line with the same ones who do it, who expect more out of certain players. I don't know why I expect more out of a one tech when I know what the job of a one tech is. So I am guilty of it as well. I just showed how I was guilty of it by saying what I just said. So you are right, sir. I apologize, Mozzie Smith. You do your job. You need the people around you to do their job. Everybody says you got to do your 111.
Yeah, I mean,
he's doing his 111. I need my other 10 to do their 111. So I just found myself falling in line with the ones who say I can't do that. So you're right. My apologies. Thank you for clearing that up.
She says something really interesting right here. Is like, I don't think Flus compliments Brian Schottenheimer. He had to have been
no, he doesn't.
Pick.
I don't think he does.
That's really something that you have to look at. Like, Mike Nolan didn't compliment Mike McCarthy, and you see what it got us. So, like, and I kind of asked that question. It's like, do you let him play out the entire year if you see your defense is trash in like game 8 and nothing seems to be changing? Like, because right now the narrative is that the players aren't getting his scheme.
That's what the narrative is. So if the players aren't getting his scheme, I think it's a multitude of things. I don't think it's just the players aren't getting his scheme. I don't think the players have the wherewithal to get his scheme. I don't think, it honestly goes into that, because that means if they're not getting his scheme, that's because he's not utilizing them in their right positions. There should be no reason why Donovan Wilson should be out there in coverage at all. We all know this. We all see it. Donovan Wilson is a liability in coverage. Donovan Wilson is a box safety. Okay? And then let's think about it. We've seen Marquise Bell do well in coverage. We've also seen Marquise Bell do well in the box.
Yeah. Very undersized in the box, but still did okay.
And then if you look at out of all my linebackers, I see 2 bright spots. I see 2. And this is from week 1 up until now. Week 1, Kenneth Murray was a liability. In week 1, he did not play very well.
He stepped it up.
Week 2, he played very well. Week 3, he played even better. You know what I'm saying? But I still see the same type of play from Sanborn, where he didn't play well in week 1. He didn't play well in week 2. And he damn sure didn't play well in week 3. And I listened to the press conferences, and I hear this Jack Sanborn glaze. It's like, bruh, like, what are you watching? Oh, well, Jack, he's played really, really, really well. Really? Where? Like, what? Because he
Right.
made a tackle? You know what I'm saying? Like, in the run? Okay. We know we can stop the run. We know that because we have Kenny Clark and we have Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon Thomas has
Higgy
been flashing too. He has.
Damn right. So when you have that core of guys, you know what I'm saying, your Jay Toias, even your Mozzie Smiths, I'll admit it, because even in the Chicago game, he actually played pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? And that Chicago game, Mozzie showed up. He did. The third quarter, everybody collapsed. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they ran the ball 15 fucking times. But like, for the most part, the front has played very well. But if you're looking at your linebackers, if I'm seeing that Maris Leofow, even though he might overrun a play or two, he is in his spot. He is making a play. Jack Sanborn, on the other hand, he's not athletic enough. I don't care how intellectual he is. He's still not getting there. He's not getting home. As a linebacker, you should be. They say the safety. No. As a linebacker, you are my last line of defense from the front 4. They say front 7 for a reason. Right. You're a part of that. You are a part of that, which means you should be able to get to the quarterback as well.
And where's
Phil? Do that. Kenneth Murray.
Where's Phil Maffa? Phil Maffa will be back next week. He's scheduled.
Yes, Phil Maffa and
they're scheduled to be back next week. New hashtag, where the hell is Bell?
Man, look, listen. on special teams.
Yeah, they got Marquise Bell. Marquise.
Marquesi.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I don't know if any of y'all that are in here saw that that 105.2 thing that I did. Kind of the parody of 105.3 The Fan, and had Jerry Jones on, doing the interview and everything. Boy, I will admit, I pat myself on the back. That Jerry Jones voice is spot on.
I'm going to have to watch it now. I'm going to have to
My Jerry Jones voice is spot on. Damn it!
I'm not going to go as far. I'm not going to go as far as saying that the competition culture or narrative was a lie, because in some instances I see where it holds true. Okay, in some instances, not all. In some instances, I don't think it holds true when politics are involved. I don't think it holds true. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no reason, there is no good reason why Jadon Blue shouldn't be on the field. There is no good reason why Maris Leofow shouldn't get 20 to 30 reps on the field. There should be no good reason. Absolutely no good reason. There should be no reason why I see Donovan Wilson, if he's a liability in coverage, being on the field. No reason. Absolutely no reason. So in certain instances, I feel you. Now, if you want to get to the bread and butter of it, as good as Terrence Steele is in the run game is how bad he is in the pass game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's one of those things, like, you're really good in the run game, but as good as you are in the run is as bad as you are in the pass. You know what I'm saying? So do we give Nate Thomas a shot at right tackle? We'll see.
We'll see. Nathan, if your number gets called, answer the call.
And that's the thing. And again, when politics come into play, like, you're still, even though he's green, you know what I'm saying, he's just coming out of college, you're going to see Donovan as a Raku because he needs the reps. Yeah. Let's be honest. He needs the reps. Does Sam Williams need the reps? Not necessarily. Does Dante Fowler, who's literally playing half-ass, need the reps?
No.
Not really. I'd rather see
Yeah.
James Houston. If I'm preaching physicality and violence, that dude's giving me more violence than almost anybody else on that line aside from my DTs.
Yeah, and hopefully Clowney can match that intensity so that we have.
I
And
think he can. I think he can, but I guess we'll see. We'll see
yeah, we're
tomorrow
definitely
night.
gonna see tomorrow night. So, where's everybody gonna be tomorrow night watching the game? Where's everybody gonna be? At the crib?
Yeah,
Gonna be at the
I'm gonna be right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be here at the crib too. We got a few
but,
people that's
uh,
actually gonna be at AT&T Stadium. You know, your guy Nick's shout out, safe travels. He got down to
next.
Arlington. J Tuck, I believe, is gonna be in the building too. Have
What's up,
safe
people?
travels, bro. Um,
D. What's up? You want to go live for the game
I
tomorrow?
actually gotta see what I'm doing on some real stuff. I stream my game. So I use the Fire Stick, which means I'm kind of like 10 seconds behind everybody. So when everybody's like, "Oh, we scored a
Okay.
touchdown," I'm like, second and goal. So
Okay. All right. So when you was in with Nick, you was in the delight too.
huh?
You
Yeah,
on the East Coast.
I'm on the
You
East
on the
Coast.
East Coast, right? Oh no. And if you want, we can, and we'll be right on cue. Honestly, I think we'll
and
be
how
right
we
on
did it
cue.
with your guy Nick's is that Ben, he streams it. You know what I'm saying? He streams it, so I just get on his stream and I watch it as he's watching it. But yeah, that Fire Stick, boy, that be having me in the Matrix sometimes. Like, dang, man, it's loading. Hurry up.
Listen, this is what I want people to do. This is what I want Cowboy Nation to do. Stop praying.
Oh,
Stop
Coach
being
Marv at the
scared.
game too?
It's only week. It's only week 4. It's only week 4. We lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. It was imperative that we win against the Giants. Going 0-2 within the division is something that you don't want to do. Then you're behind the 8 ball. Going 0-3 in the NFC, it can be harmful. It can be detrimental. But again, are we really planning on going to the playoffs this year? Stop praying. It's okay.
All right,
It's okay. Let it happen.
Oh,
Let
oh,
the
is the
chip
game on
fall where they
Peacock tomorrow? Oh, if the game on Peacock, then I'm good.
Sunday
Yeah,
night.
if the game on
Yeah, I
Peacock,
think it
then I'm
is.
good.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it
can.
is.
Well, depending on what the hell
Let me
is.
make absolutely certain. Because I'm on Peacock right goddamn now. No, this is not Peacock. This
And
is Prime.
and Coach Marv is in Dallas too. Safe travels, Godspeed down there, Coach Marv.
Oh,
You know,
indeed, Coach Marv.
safe
Safe
travels.
travels, my guy. Prayers up for you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy
anybody that's
yourself.
down there,
Enjoy
first and
yourself.
foremost, that's exactly what you do. You enjoy it, take it all in. You know, enjoy the NFL and Cowboy experience, no matter what the outcome is tomorrow. Tomorrow, don't let nobody steal that opportunity. Like I
Yep.
said, I'm going down there in November. Gonna be in the house. If I can get my funds right, I'm gonna be in the house for that Arizona Cardinals game. So, but yeah,
That's the one you're going to?
yeah.
I'm going to go to the. I'm trying to go to the Jets game next week. I might try to go to the Carolina game. I don't know if the wife is going to let me, but I might have to argue to get out there to be able to get out of there. You know, might have to start a fight. It's like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm going to Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I might have to start a fight to go to that one because I kind of want to go to that one. Definitely.
Oh man, that DC experience.
No, Carolina. I'm going to, now. It depends on when we play where we play them first. I think we play them first in Dallas, and then we play them at the end of the season in Washington. I did that in 2023, bro. I kind of don't want to do that again because it was bullshit. It's right there on the Potomac. Like,
Man, I went to the what was it? I think it was like 2019. I went to the New York Giants stadium when we played the Cowboys. I mean, when the Cowboys played the Giants. It was warm as hell in there, even though it was December, And I remember the game. I remember the games specifically because it was the game that the black cat ran out on the field, and everybody cheered whenever it got to the end zone. Yeah, I got that on my phone. I'm gonna have to put it up in my
I
shorts.
remember that game.
But
I remember that
but
game. Yeah, I might. I'm definitely going. I'm going to do the Jets next week. I'm definitely going to go to at least the Giants game, the last one of the season. I don't know how. I just hope it ain't like Washington cold, because that was brutal. That one was brutal in
yeah,
23, bro. That one
shit,
was brutal.
23 was that still Dan Snyder? Bro ain't had no heat. He ain't had no heat in the
Yep,
stadium.
yep. No, hell no, bro. I was
He
bubbling up
ain't
and
playing
still
his
freezing.
electric bill.
You hear me? I was mad I didn't bring my Cowboys robe. I was mad. Like,
And
it
the
was
whole
cold as
stadium running off
hell.
generators.
Then it took me. Then it took me like 4 hours to get home. Like, bruh,
All right.
bruh. No, it took me like 4 hours to get out of the parking lot. That's what
All
it
right.
did.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead, give our predictions, and we're gonna roll up out of here. It's 11:30 on the East Coast, and I gotta eat my midnight snack.
Yeah, I'm about to
Hey.
smoke my midnight snack. But shit, the first one in 3 days, bro. Like, real talk.
Oh
Been
damn.
sick as a dog. So, yeah. Fuck that. I'm saying that shit with my chest. 24-21, man. 24-21, Dallas Cowboys win. George Pickens for a tutty. I think we run the ball. I think we run the ball effectively, and I think we run the ball a lot. I think we're going to run the ball at least 30 to 35 times. Javonte Williams for $110, touchdown there, and George Pickens for a touchdown, and maybe even Ryan Flournoy for like 85 yards. So yeah, that's why I'm at.
I ain't going in that deep, but I guess I'd probably say 24-17.
Cowboys or Green Bay.
I'm joking.
24-17
24-17
Packers.
Cowboys. Y'all thought I was gonna go with the Packers? Are you crazy? Nah, man. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if we playing 11 Goliaths. I'm gonna go for my Cowboys.
Real talk. I'm taking my Cowboys, dog. I'm taking my
Shoot.
Cowboys.
What? You look at me like what?
But
No.
yeah, 24-21. It's going to be a nail bite. It's not. Look, I'm not talking. I'm not going to sit here and be delusional. Oh, we're going to go in there. They're going to come into our crib. We're going to smoke them. No, let's calm down. We don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to be modest about my life. 24-21. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I don't think Micah wrecks the game. I honestly don't think Micah wrecks the game.
That's what I'm hoping that we can put some, contain him.
I think Kenny Clark wrecks the game now.
I hope so. Like I don't want Micah getting the satisfaction of sacking Dak multiple times.
I don't think Dak is too wily of a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way you're going to sack Dak is if we're running something to where we have to let our wide receivers routes develop. There's not going to be any developing routes in this game. Everything's going to be quick pass, and we are running the fucking ball. You're going to see Dak more in play action this game than you've seen him all year long.
See, Montana. See, I'm hoping that this is going to be a physical ground and pound, physical on both defensive sides. That's why, and I'm praying to God that they don't drop 40 on us. I'm like
42. Come on,
yo,
bro. Come on, bro. Like, our defense is bad, but not even Russell Wilson can drop 40. He drops 37.
I'm hoping that they learn from their mistakes. I'm hoping that the adjustments that they've made during practice, that it can do something. But I'm always gonna go for my Cowboys.
I think Battle Cowboy. What's going on, my dude? It says something that Deron Bland is back in the lineup. That's gonna make all the difference on defense. Am I saying that we're gonna shut these dudes out? No. Am I saying we're gonna have like 6 or 7 turns? No. Let's be real about life. But it makes a difference. It makes a difference. And depending on the personnel that's out there on the field, offensively and defensively, we'll tell you what this game is going to be like. So I'll tell you exactly what this game is going to be
Dak
like.
gonna play mind games with him. All right, now let's go and get your final words so I can get out here and get my snack.
Final word, man. I always enjoy being on here with you. You know what I'm saying? We want to do it a lot more. I just want everybody to temper their expectations. Tomorrow night's a game, week 4. You know what I'm saying? Then let's worry about week 5. You know what I'm saying? Let's not read too much into it. We're not going to sit here and bash nobody. I'm not going to sit here and say this guy's trash, that guy's trash because this didn't happen and that didn't happen. It's the swing of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is not a season where we're expected to do anything. So if we do something, be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? If we win, understand tomorrow when you wake or Monday when you wake up, you can look at Stephen A's face, you can look at Dan Orlovsky's face, you can look at Mike Tannenbaum and everybody on Get Up and all that, because I know y'all like watching it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can look at those dudes and laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha, you thought we would lose. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But with that being said, man, I enjoy being here, man. It's your boy Hoodie Kush with the Basement Boys. You already know. Like, share, subscribe. Show my guy Angry some love.
All right, man. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. All right, bro. I'll holler at you later, bro.
All right, my guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody stopping by, everybody rocking with me tonight. I know it was impromptu and it was a little late, but hey, I got to get in where I fit in. Y'all know how it is. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, because I didn't put it on subscribers only, but if you're not subscribed to the channel, I highly advise that you subscribe to the channel. You can actually root on our Dallas Cowboys with a bunch of like-minded Dallas Cowboys fans, a bunch of great Dallas Cowboys fans that you can pretty much consider family. You know what I'm saying? Where your voice is as important as mine. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for your time on this Saturday night. And now it's off to Sunday as we face the Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons, you don't get no video. Shoot. Montana says he loves the fact that Bland's playing, but man, those backers mid. Yeah. 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 So I'm hoping that we can pull something out. I'm hoping that we can pull a miracle out. I'm hoping that we can actually meet their physicality, because you know they're going to come into this game physical. They're going to want to run the ball, and we've done a pretty good job at really stifling the run when it comes to any team that we've faced so far. So we're just hoping, and that's all we can do as a fan base. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'll holler at y'all later. Hey, if you have not seen that whole 105.2 The Fanatic, go watch it. It's funny. I laughed the whole time I did it. But it's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. I mean, really, they wouldn't even let me finish my outro. My outro just skipped. It's like it's in the mid 90s and my CD skipping and stuff. Restream. You got to do better. Do better, Restream. I mean, you had Angie over here calling you, what was it? The Timu StreamYard. Do better. Carlito Cash got the Cowboys 28, Green Bay Packers 23.